Hello, friends. Welcome to In My Car on this Friday. We're doing this bad boy live today. Let's see how this works. Try to see if I could. Sorry, I hope I'm not making anybody like motion sickness with this thing, but I have the car set up, right? I'm in my car, my Ash Gregoire Champagne Nissan vehicle. I'm here on this Friday with your questions. I've got your emails here. Thank you as always. Don't forget, In the Car with Starr is the email address. Every Friday, it's the mailbag. You guys got questions. I have the answers. But first, let's talk about a couple of things before I get to your email, one of which is Team Canada. The men's national soccer program moves to 5-0-4 after 9 games as they continue to sit atop the table in CONCACAF World Cup qualifying, right? I mean, they shut down Honduras in a 2-0 final in Honduras. They have the Americans on Sunday. Then they take on El Salvador on February 2nd, right? So Canada at this point in prime position to make a World Cup for the second time in my life. We got to go back to the 80s before we're talking about the men's national team punching their ticket to the World Cup, but there they are. Just unbelievable in doing so right without Alphonso Davies with his myocarditis that will see him miss the next 3 games for Team Canada's men's national squad. But let's be honest here. Not only is this uncharted territory, I mean, Canada looks good. Canada looks threatening. Canada in goal, Canada at the midfield, Canada offensively, even though they don't have their best player, is dangerous. I can't believe it. Like, so much so, like, I'm 43 years old, okay? So whether it's tennis or soccer on the international stage, never once has Canada, other than some fluky-ass miracle, delivered such consistent results, whether it's in soccer and in tennis. And yet here we are. So when it comes to, Canada now 5-0-4 after 9 games, like, if they don't make the World Cup in Qatar, they choked. That's the level here, and that's what they've done. They've actually performed so well, so consistently well. Like, I trust them. I legitimately trust Canada to go into these games and, like, win. Whether they go to El Salvador or whether they go to the United States, it doesn't matter. Like, Canada is threatening, and I'm here for it. So much so, like, I am fully on the bandwagon in lockstep. So, yeah, that's what we have to look forward to as Canada plays the United States as CONCACAF World Cup qualifying rolls on with Canada's perfect record intact, 5-0-4. Unfortunately for the Montreal Canadiens, friends, we just can't say the same. And I feel for Caden Primo. The Canadiens have a goaltending problem with Caden Primo. This man has lost his confidence. Let's not mince words here. He allowed 3 goals on 9 shots. Canadiens again get pumped 5 times. Another game where they allow at least 5 goals. I think that's something like 16 times this season, maybe more, that they've allowed at least 5 goals. A valiant attempt at a comeback, losing 5-4 to the visiting Anaheim Ducks yesterday. Trevor Zegras, of course, makes it 4-1 with the Michigan goal, the lacrosse-style goal. Everyone will be talking about it. Poor Sam Montembeault. That poor guy's going to be on SportsCenter for the rest of his life. But let's talk about Caden Primo for a second and what I think needs to happen. He allows 3 goals on 9 shots. Montembeault comes in. The first shot he faces is the Zegras wraparound Michigan-style lacrosse goal, right? So, yeah, that's kind of tough. But here are the numbers for Caden Primo, and they are ugly. This is not good. 15 goals allowed in 4 games. Of those 4 games, 240 possible minutes for Caden Primo. Of those 240 minutes, he got into only 160. And Caden Primo, to me, looks like an athlete that has lost his way. He looks like an athlete that is no longer sure of what he's doing, probably guilty of overthinking it. And I understand, because there was an opportunity here. Let's go through the timeline. There's no Carey Price. Jake Allen steps up. He gets hurt. He's out for 8 weeks. So Caden Primo gets the call thinking, damn, okay, here's my moment. Here's my moment to show the entire organization that they made the right pick, that they've developed me, and now I'm ready to seize the moment. I'm ready to seize it, right? And I think he's guilty of not so much crumbling to the pressure, but understanding of the task at hand and how difficult it is to make sure that your mind is right so that your body can perform. And I think Caden Primo is lost. And I don't think for a second that he's incapable of getting it back again. I'm sure. I do believe that he's capable of finding his form again. It's going to take some time. And I don't think that time needs to be spent with the Montreal Canadiens. I'd love to see this team go out and get another goaltender. I'd love to see Jeff Gordon and Ken Hughes come together and see if they can get some help for Sam Montembeault, who is, I will say, man, this guy is playing his ass off. He's a battler. Full respect to Sam Montembeault, who, as we know, he's not a 1A goaltender. C'est pas un goaler de premier plan. On sait ça déjà. He needs help. The organization needs help. And I think it's totally unfair for Caden Primo at this point, seeing what he's done in 4 games where he's allowed 15 goals in 4 games and he's been yanked 4 times in 7 games, you guys. No, Caden Primo needs to go back to Laval. He needs a full-on reset, get those fundamentals, get that confidence, and then let's see what happens after that. So it was unfortunate, and I felt for Caden Primo yesterday as the Montreal Canadiens came up on the wrong end of a 5-4 scoreline at home. Their first home game since December 16th. They'll be back in action on the weekend. On Saturday, they take on Edmonton, or is it Colorado? Or is it Edmonton Sunday? No, New Jersey Sunday, Edmonton on Saturday. That's the schedule. We are live, by the way. It's the first time I've done this. We are live. And, yeah, good to see some people jumping on the stream. What up, everybody? Your Friday mailbag is here. I have your emails. Don't forget, every Friday, in the car with Starr at gmail.com. You send me your emails. I'll do my best to filter through them and answer them as best I can. We have some good ones today. And don't forget, Poutineville, Vaudreuil, Dorion, proud sponsors of us here at the 3-Star Quiz. With 3-Star Quiz. Look, see what happens? I do live hits, and I get jumbled sometimes. No, we are in the car with Starr, Poutineville, Vaudreuil, Dorion, proud sponsors, along with Ash Gregoire, Chambon, Nissan, and K-Stop Gaspar, Highway 138 in Ganawage. I keep telling you guys, premium fuel at discount prices, and a great beverage and snack game. So we've got lots of sports to watch. Habs double dip on the weekend. NFC, AFC championship games. Men's national soccer taking on the United States. So get your snack game, get your beverage game right, and do it at K-Stop Gaspar and Depanneur. And, of course, let Poutineville, Vaudreuil, Dorion take care of lunch and dinner all weekend. They're ready. Call them. Go pick it up. Order online. And I look forward to seeing you soon in February when Daddy Legault lets us go out and patronize a restaurant, right? That's coming in February, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's get to the emails. In the car with Starr at gmail.com. Every Friday, ask me whatever you want. Seriously, I will answer whatever question you send me. I will do my best to answer them truthfully. So let's get to this one. Hello, this is from Nimish. Sean, has there ever been an athlete whose name you weren't sure how to pronounce? Have you ever completely botched the pronunciation of someone's name on air, like Yanis Antetokounmpo, Mark Grudzielanek, Denis Shapovalov, Jesperi Kotkaniemi? Not too bad, right? Those rolled off the tongue. I'm not going to lie. Yanis Antetokounmpo's name was a pain in the ass. I couldn't get that down for the longest time. And if you're a loyal listener to TSN 690, you've heard my Poutineville, Vaudreuil, Dorion commercials on the air, right? I'm the guy that says vegan options like keto. True story. So I go in the studio to record my Poutineville, Vaudreuil commercial, right, for the radio station. And I cannot, for the life of me, say this word, keto, the keto diet. See how I just said it? Keto, keto, keto. Listen to TSN 690 today, like you do anyway. And listen to how I pronounce that word, keto. The guy had to spell it out phonetically because I couldn't say the word. And this is in a recording situation. There are times, I shit you not, where my palms get sweaty. And sometimes I feel like my face gets flushed. I get all red and I get all sweaty when I say a name. And I'm going to give you a little trick. Here's a little trick I want you to pay attention to, okay? So there are a couple of things. One, I'll confuse the Anaheim Ducks goaltender, like yesterday. I said Josh Gibson, not the great old school baseball pitcher. It's John Gibson. So I'll kick that around. And I suck at saying someone's name, at pronunciation, especially in tennis. Tennis for me is the hardest. Tennis by far is the hardest. So you know what I'll do? Here's my little trick. So let's say it's Denis Shapovalov or Felix. These are good Canadian names. Denis Shapovalov, Felix Auger-Aliassime. That's a great pronunciation name. So let's say if Felix is playing some Russian guy, right? I have no idea. He's got like 32 letters in his last name. 20 of them are consonants. I don't know how to pronounce his name. So you know what I'll do? I'll be like, Felix Auger-Aliassime, Montreal's own Felix Auger-Aliassime beat his Russian opponent 3-6, 6-3, 6-2. That's what I'll do. I just won't say his last name. So I hope I answered that question. Thank you, Nimish. Here's one from SuperDev514. What up, SuperDev? Hope you live up to that nickname that you are super. So the Toronto Raptors are still in the top 10 in their conference, Sean. Do you think they're going to be in the playoffs? Which player do you like watching on the Raptors this year? Thank you for the question, SuperDev514. What it do, baby? So I looked this up, right? I knew the Raptors obviously were in 10th place in the Eastern Conference standings, but I had to look up what their playoff percentage number was. And based on my research, I did my own research. The Raptors have a 45% chance of making the playoffs. So basically, the math tells us that they're likely to finish their season at 42-40 this year if we prorate what they've done this year. So based on that, the Raptors are going to keep the 10th spot that they currently occupy. So that would be the final spot that gets them into the play-in tournament. So that's what's at stake for the Raptors. Now, look, they could overachieve. I don't see it happening personally. Fred VanVleet has been fantastic for them, Spicy P. But Gary Trent Jr., so consistent all year. His numbers are off the charts, and he shoots the lights out. Has a good three-point shooting percentage. So Gary Trent Jr., Super Dev 514. He's my favorite Raptor player to watch. What up, everybody? We are doing this live stream on Facebook. If you're joining us, hit me up in the comments. I see them as they come in. Steph Howard with the thumbs up. What to do? If you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. Just one little click, and it's done. Facebook, same thing. Hit that little like button. Thank you very much. Steph, Sean, love the podcast. Thank you. I do lots of work that allows me to listen to sports all day. As well, when I walk, it's the perfect amount of time to listen to your podcast. Thank you very much. My question is, if Dominic Ducharme had hired an associate coach like Jacques Martin or Carbo or another vet, do you think it would have benefited him more? I feel like he's always behind in making decisions, and coaches figure him out quickly. Thank you, Steph, for the email. I'll say this about Coach Dominic Ducharme. You know, if you've been watching for a little bit, I've been pretty consistent. I am not a Dom guy. I still think he's a very good hockey guy. I just think he's the wrong fit for this team at this time. He had Luke Richardson. He has Luke Richardson. Luke Richardson played in the NHL. Luke Richardson is a veteran in NHL circles across the board. And then, you know, they had Alex Burrows, another player. So, like, I just don't want to see too much recycling. The Canadians have tried one thing, and they've tried it for over 10 years, like continuing to prioritize politics over hockey wins. And I think this time, and I've said this before, I really think they're doing something different this time. Like, could you honestly say to yourself, if you go back in a time machine, go back 5 years, and I told you the Montreal Canadiens in the year 2022 are going to be run by two guys from Boston, what would you tell me? You would laugh me out of the room. Get out of here, Starr. You're going to stop huffing on the pipe. What are you smoking over there? I mean, come on. Jeff Gordon's a Boston guy. Ken Hughes has been in Boston for 20 years. His kids go to Boston University. You know, what did his father say in the Gazette article and Mahar's article the other day? You know, he has a home on the water in Cape Cod. What did he send? He didn't go from the frying pan. He went from Shangri-La to the frying pan. So, like, the Canadians have tried veterans. They've tried recycling. I love that they're going with a new direction. Thank you. Now let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, you could tell me, Sean, it didn't work. Okay, fine. But at least they tried something different, you guys. A reminder, tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m., you want to be back here with me. I'm going to be live with Jerry B, the Prop King, for Conference Championship Sunday. We're going to do it on Saturday to give you enough time to get our picks, access the info, and then make some smart bets for Conference Championship Sunday. So we're going to be back here live, YouTube and Facebook, live broadcast Saturday afternoon at 2, talking about the NFC and AFC Championship game. Thank you, everybody that tuned in on our live video today. Thank you to my sponsors, Ash Gregoire, Shaman and Nissan, Poutineville, Vaudreuil Dorion, and K-Stop Gas Bar and Depanneur, Highway 138 in Ganawagi. I will see you back here in, well, I'm not going to be in my car. I'm going to be in my house. But I will see you here Saturday for another live broadcast in the car with Starr, baby. We'll see you Saturday afternoon at 2. Let's see. I turn this bad boy. Turn it off. How do you end broadcast? Hey, everybody. Let's see if I can end this broadcast. Yay.